Hello students, welcome back to our English class. I hope so everyone are good and safe. In this video, we are going to learn about comprehension in writing. First, we will see what is comprehension, an exercise that tests how well you understand spoken or written language. Comprehension is the understanding and interpretation of written text. What is a comprehension? An exercise that tests how well you understand spoken or written language. Comprehension is the understanding and interpretation of written text. So, here we have four types. We will see what are these. First one is listening. So, in comprehension, we have listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So, listening, speaking, reading, writing are the four types of comprehension. Now, in this video, we are going to learn comprehension in writing. Yes, in this slide, you can see a form. Isn't it, children? Yes, very good. Have you ever participated in your school annual day function? Yes, very good. What is your favorite part about the annual day function? Yes, each one will be having different stories. Yes, very good. So, in this video, we are going to learn how to fill a annual day participation form. Shall we move on? Yes, very good. Okay, first you need to paste your passport size photo. See, at the right corner you can see a space, isn't it? So here you need to stick your passport size photo. Then the first thing is name of the student. So you should write your own name. The instruction in filling up a form is you should use only block letters. Block letters means capital letters. Yes. So name of the student. Here you need to enter your own name. Okay, children? Yes. Next, standard. Here you need to mention which standard you belong to, which standard you are studying. So if you are studying in 4th, then you need to write here as 4. If you are studying in 5th, then you need to write 5th. So in standard, you need to write from which standard you are. Then section. So you all know your section, isn't it? Yes, very good. So roll number. While writing your roll number, you should be very careful. Check once or twice before confirming your roll number. Then enter it carefully. Now you're clear with your name, standard, section and roll number. Isn't it? Yes. Yes. In this slide, you're going to learn how to write your parents' name. First, you should write your father's name. So, while writing it, you should not make any spelling mistake. Write your parents' name very carefully. Then, you need to write your mother's name. Here, in between, you can see a gap. Isn't it? Yes. Why there's a gap? Because some of your mother's name or your name will be in two names like Tenmori, Kanimori. So while writing like that, we need to leave a gap in between two names. Okay, children? Yes, very good. Then date of birth. You all know your date of birth, isn't it? Yes, but when I was a kid, I don't know my date of birth. Each and every day, I will be asking my mother whether today is my birthday, whether today is my birthday. But you all are intelligent. You know your date of birth, isn't it? Yes. So, while writing your date of birth, you must be very careful and you do not make any mistake here. Yes? Very good. Next, gender. So, most of them will be aware of your gender. Isn't it? Yes. Male refers to a boy and female refers to a girl. In this form, I have given a name as Kanmani. So, Kanmani is a girl name. If it is a girl name, then you need to tick in female. So, be very sure and do not do any mistake in marking gender. So, male is the boy, female is a girl. Are we all clear with general? Yes, very good. Then we are coming to competition. So, in this form, we have 5 competition. What are those? Dancing, singing, speech, drama, and storytelling. While choosing your competition, I want you all to choose it according to your interest and wish. If your friend is choosing dance means she would have interest in dance. So she is choosing dance. If you have interest in storytelling, then you should participate in storytelling. Like that, you need to choose competition according to your own interest. Then, okay, here you can see already participated. What does it refer to? They are asking whether you have already participated in your annual day function. If you have already participated, then you need to mark as yes. If it is a first time, then you need to mark as no. So they are asking about your experience, whether you have already participated or not. So if you have already participated, then you need to mark yes. If this is the first time, then you need to mark no. For Kanmani, it is the first time. So she haven't participated before. So here she have marked as no. Okay, children? Yes. Next, select the practice session. So here you can choose timing for your practice session. While selecting practice session, be sure about your parents' availability so that they can drop and pick up you on time. Though practicing session is only for 1 hour, you should all be on time. So for Kanmani, 8:30 to 9:30 she is available and her parents too available, so that she will be feeling easy to practice in that time. So I want everyone to select timing for your practice session according to your parents availability too. Okay, children? Yes. Okay, then in this you're going to learn how to write your address and pin code. First, you need to write your house number. Then you should write your street name. Third, you need to mention your area from which place you are. Then fourth, you need to mention your city. While writing address, what are the main points? First, you need to write your house number. Then you need to mention your street name. Then you need to mention which area you are from. Then you need to mention the city. Okay, children? Yes. Then pin code. What is a pin code? Okay, what is a full form of pin? The full form for PIN is Postal Index Number. What is the PIN? Full form Postal Index Number. It refers to a 6-digit code in the Indian postal code system used by India Post. It refers to a 6-digit code in the Indian postal code system used by India Post. So for Indians, PIN code belongs only till 6 digit. Then you all know telephone number, isn't it? Telephone number means landline number. Then mobile number. You all will be remembering your parents' mobile number, isn't it? Yes. So we are going to see what the next is. I hereby declare that I apply for participating in this function on my own interest and with my parents' consent. So, what they are telling in this statement is the individual student declare that on my own interest and with my parents' consent participating in this annual day function. So here the signature, the student has to write her signature. Then in this side, the parents need to put their own signature. Date. So you need to fill the date on which day you are submitting this form. Place. So you should mention from which place you are. Okay, children? Are we all clear? Yes. So you may have a doubt, right? Signature. What is the difference between name and the signature? A signature is a unique identity of you, your character, and who you are as an individual. What is a signature? A signature is a unique identity of you, your character, and who you are as an individual. So, always each and every individual signature will be differing. So, here in this slide, you can see the application form have been completed as a whole. Yes? Yes. So, here you can see name of the student Kanmani, then standard, section, roll number, her father name, her mother name, her date of birth, gender, and the program she wants to participate. So this is the first time she haven't participated before in any of her annual day function. She have marked the practice session. Her address has been written, and you all clear with the pin code, and you know the difference between writing name and writing your signature. See how Kanmani has signed. So always each and every individual signature differs. Okay, children. Now I want everyone to fill this form. Your homework is I want everyone to fill this form, take a photocopy of it, and submit it in the GCR. Hello, students. Welcome back to our English class. I hope so. Everyone are good and safe. In today's class, we are going to learn about common noun and proper noun. So, before moving on to our topic, I want to ask you a question. You all would have learned about noun, isn't it? Yes. So, what is a noun? Yes, I can hear only few of your answers. What about the rest? Don't know? Okay, we will see it in detail. Shall we move on? Yes. Noun. A noun is a naming word that refers to a person, place, animal, or a thing. So, what is a noun? A noun is a naming word that refers to a person, place, animal, or a thing. So, here we are going to see name of a person, name of a thing, name of a place, and name of an animal. So, Anbu. Anbu is a name of a person. The next is pen. A pen is a name of a thing. Then Chennai. Chennai is a name of a place. Next, dog. Dog is a name of an animal. So, what is a noun? A noun is a naming word that refers to a person, thing, place, or animal. It is a noun. Next is we are going to see about types of noun. So we have already learned about singular noun, isn't it, children? Yes, very good. So shall we recall? Yes, a noun that denotes one person, place, or thing is a singular noun. So what is a singular noun? A noun that denotes one person, place, or thing is a singular noun. So in the first image you can see a teacher. So when we say a teacher, it is a singular noun. In the next image you can see a school. When we say a school, it is a singular noun. In the next image you can see a bag. When we say a bag, it is a singular noun. So, a noun that denotes with one person, place, or thing is a singular noun. Are you all clear with the singular noun? Yes. The next is plural noun. A noun that denotes more than one person, place, animal, or thing is called plural noun. So, in the first image, you can see there are more than one teacher. So, when we have more than one, then we have to pronounce it as teachers. In the next image, you can see more than one puppy. So, we should name them as puppies. In the next image, you can see there are more than one bag. So that they have to be named as bag. So, a noun that denotes more than one place, person, animal, or thing is called plural noun. So far, we have learnt about what is a noun. Noun is a naming word that refers to a person, place, animal, or thing. Then we have learnt about singular noun. What is a singular noun? A noun that denotes one person, place, or thing is a singular noun. Then we have learnt about plural noun. What is a plural noun? A noun that denotes more than one person, place, animal, or thing is a plural noun. Next, we are going to see about common noun. What is a common noun? If a naming word denotes a person in general, it is common noun. So, what is a common noun? A naming word denotes a person in general. It is a common noun. Here are some naming words that denote the person and things in common. Shall we see? Yes. So, in the first image, you can see a boy. So, here they didn't mention his name. Generally, he is mentioned as boy. So, it is a common noun. In the next image, you can see a pen. When we say a pen, here they didn't mention his company name. Only they have mentioned it as a pen. So it is a common noun. Next, in the first image, you can see a king. Here they didn't mention his name. So gently he is mentioned as a king. So it is a common noun. In the next image, you can see a bird. So here they did mention which type of bird it is. So generally they have mentioned it as a bird. For example, we will see two sentences. First one, the girl has a beautiful cat. I repeat, the girl has a beautiful cat. Girl, here they didn't mention, see, girl, here they didn't mention her name. Generally, they have mentioned it is a girl. Has a beautiful cat. So here they have mentioned about an animal. They didn't mention its name. So the girl has a beautiful cat. The girl doesn't have any specific name and the cat doesn't have any specific name. So they have mentioned generally that the girl has a beautiful cat. In the next sentence, you can say that the dog is playing with a frisbee in the park. I repeat, the dog is playing with a frisbee in the park. So, dog is a animal. Here, they didn't mention its name. Next, playing with a frisbee. Frisbee is a thing. So next, in the park. A park is a common place. Here they didn't mention which park it is. So the dog is playing with the frisbee in the park. It is a common noun. So here we can see that a girl is a common noun. Why? Because they didn't mention her name. Next, cat. Cat is a common noun. They didn't mention the cat's name. In the next sentence, you can see dog. A dog is a common noun. Here they didn't mention its name. Next, park. A park is a common place. Then they didn't mention the park's name. So the other examples of common noun are doctor, teacher, pencil, cricket. All these are ordinary names. General names we give are called as common noun. Next is proper noun. If a naming word denotes a person in particular, it is proper noun. So what is a proper noun? A naming word that denotes a person in particular, it is a proper noun. So here are some naming words that denote the person and things in particular. Mango. Mango is the type of fruit. So they have particularly mentioned which type of fruit it is. Next, English book. So particularly they have mentioned the English book. So these are proper noun. Next is Chennai city. So they have mentioned the city's name. So it is a proper noun. The next image you can see the girl Mala. So Mala is a name of a girl. So mango, English book, Chennai, Mala, all these are proper noun. So here we have two examples. Shall we see? Yes. Benba calls a beautiful cat Kitty. So in this sentence, Benba is a name of a girl. Then they have told us is calls her beautiful cat Kitty. So the name of the cat is Kitty. Venba and Kitty are special name given to a person and an animal. Venba is a special name given to a girl and Kitty is a special name given to a cat. So Venba and Kitty are proper noun. Both of them begin with a capital letter. Next example is Money is playing with a frisbee in the country club park. So Money is playing with a frisbee in the country club park. Money is a special name given to the dog and country club park is a special name given to a park. So Money and country club park are proper nouns. I think so. You all would have been clear with the topic has been taught. Shall we do a recall? Yes, very good. Today we have learnt about noun, singular noun, plural noun, and common noun and proper noun. So shall we see it in detail? Yes. What is a noun? A noun is a naming word that refers to a person, place, animal, or a thing. It is a noun. Then we have already learnt about singular noun and plural noun. Today we have learnt about common noun and proper noun. So what is a common noun? A naming word denotes a person in general. It is a common noun. So for example, boy, pen, doctor, teacher, all these are common noun. Next, we saw about proper noun. A naming word denotes a person in particular. It is proper noun. A naming word denotes a person in particular. It is a proper noun. So, have you all clear with the topic? Yes, very good. So, today's homework is list out any 5 common noun and proper noun. I repeat, list out any 5 common noun and proper noun. Write it and submit it in the Google Classroom. Thank you, children, for listening. Have a good day.